It was 11:47 p.m. when LeBron James walked through his front door after practice. He was exhausted, ready for bed, planning his recovery routine for tomorrow's game. But when he saw his wife Savannah sitting in the living room with all the lights off, just staring at her phone with tears streaming down her face, he knew something was terribly wrong. What she was about to tell him would end his basketball career within 24 hours. "Savannah, baby, what's wrong?" LeBron dropped his bag and rushed to her side. She didn't look up, she just turned her phone screen toward him. On it was a video playing, a video of their daughter Zhuri, age 9, talking to someone off camera. It looked like it had been recorded by another kid at school. "Just watch," Savannah whispered, her voice breaking. LeBron took the phone, and as he watched, his entire world shifted. But what LeBron heard his daughter say in that video would force him to choose between the game he loved and the family he'd built. In the video, Zhuri was sitting at a lunch table at school. Another kid was asking her questions, clearly recording without her full awareness. "So like, is your dad ever home?" the kid asked. Zhuri's face fell. "Not really. He's always at games or practice or traveling. Last week was my school play, and he missed it, again. But he's LeBron James. That's so cool." Zhuri shrugged, and what she said next made LeBron's heart stop. "I guess, but I'd rather have a dad who's just there. My friend Emma's dad is a teacher, and he's at everything. Every recital, every parent day, every dinner. I can't remember the last time we had dinner with just our family." The kid kept pressing. "But doesn't he love you?" "I think he does," Zhuri said quietly. "But sometimes I think he loves basketball more. My mom says he's providing for us, but I don't need more stuff. I just need my dad." The video ended. LeBron sat frozen, the phone in his shaking hands. This is where everything changed. What Savannah revealed next would shatter LeBron's understanding of what it means to be a father and a husband. "How long have you had this?" LeBron asked, his voice barely audible. "A mother from Zhuri's school sent it to me this morning," Savannah said, wiping her eyes. "She thought we should know. LeBron, I've been sitting here for 6 hours trying to figure out how to tell you. Why didn't you call me immediately?" "Because I knew you'd leave practice, and that's exactly the problem." Savannah finally looked at him, and her eyes were full of something LeBron had never seen before. Not anger, but exhaustion. Deep, soul-crushing exhaustion. "What do you mean?" Savannah took a deep breath. "LeBron, when's the last time you asked me how I'm doing? Not how are the kids or what's for dinner. When did you last ask about me?" LeBron opened his mouth but realized he couldn't answer. "I'll tell you," Savannah continued, "it was 3 months ago. 3 months. Do you know what I've been doing for 3 months? I've been raising 3 kids essentially alone. I've been going to every school event solo. I've been explaining to Zhuri why Daddy isn't at her gymnastics meets. I've been telling Bronny it's okay that you missed his game-winning shot last week. I've been doing bedtime stories alone, homework help alone, doctor's appointments alone. You haven't seen the biggest shock yet." Savannah's confession revealed a truth about their marriage that LeBron had been too blind to see. "But this is my job," LeBron said weakly. "This is how I provide for—" "Don't." Savannah cut him off, her voice sharp. "Don't give me the providing speech. We have enough money for 10 lifetimes. You're not doing this for provision anymore, LeBron. You're doing this for legacy, for records, for being called the GOAT. And I get it, I really do. But while you're out there chasing immortality, your daughter thinks you don't love her." The words hit LeBron like a physical blow. "That's not fair. I love my kids more than—" "Then, why doesn't she know that?" Savannah's voice broke. "Why did I have to watch a video of my baby girl telling a stranger that her dad isn't there? Why did I have to explain to Bronny last week that you couldn't make his birthday dinner because of a team commitment? Why does Bryce ask me every single day when you're coming home?" LeBron felt tears forming. "Savannah, I'm trying to balance—" "There is no balance." Savannah stood up, pacing. "There's basketball, and then there's whatever time is left over. And LeBron, there's never any time left over, never." "Hold up, don't miss this detail." What Savannah said next would force LeBron to face the most painful truth of his entire career. Savannah walked to the fireplace mantel and picked up a small notebook. She handed it to LeBron. "What's this?" he asked. "Open it." LeBron opened the notebook and saw pages filled with Savannah's handwriting. Dates, times, Notes. What am I looking at? That's a journal I've been keeping for the past year, Savannah said softly. Every time one of our kids asked for you and you weren't there. Every time they had a moment they wanted to share with their dad and had to wait days or weeks to tell you. Every time they went to bed disappointed. LeBron started reading. September 14, Zhuri learned to ride her bike without training wheels today. Asked if we could call Daddy to tell him. You were in a team meeting. By the time you called back at 11 p.m., she was asleep. The next morning she'd moved on to something else. You never knew. October 3. Bryce had a nightmare about you dying in a plane crash. Took me 2 hours to calm him down. He asked why you have to travel so much. I didn't have a good answer. October 27. Bronny needed help with a school project about heroes. He wanted to interview you. You promised you'd make time. You forgot. He interviewed his uncle instead. LeBron flipped through page after page, dozens of entries, hundreds of missed moments. What you're seeing now is nothing. The last entry in that journal would bring LeBron to his knees. LeBron reached the most recent entry, dated yesterday. November 12. Zhuri asked me today if Daddy would come to her gymnastics championship next month. I told her I'd ask you. She said, "Don't bother, Mom. He'll just say yes and then not show up. It's better if he just says no now so I'm not disappointed." She's 9 years old, and she's already given up on her father showing up. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know if I can keep doing this. I love my husband, but I'm losing him to a game, and our kids are losing their father. Something has to change. LeBron closed the journal. His hands were shaking. Why didn't you tell me it was this bad? I tried, Savannah said, her voice tired. So many times, but you're always in game mode or recovery mode or film study mode. There's never a moment when you're just present, really present. Savannah. Let me finish, she said gently. LeBron, I'm not asking you to quit basketball. I know it's your passion. I know it's important. But I need you to understand something. Your kids are growing up, right now, today, and you're missing it. Zhuri is 9. In 9 more years, she'll be an adult. Bryce is 7. Bronny is already thinking about college. These years, they don't come back. You won't believe this, but Savannah wasn't done, and her final words would force LeBron to make an impossible choice. Savannah sat back down next to LeBron and took his hands in hers. I need you to really hear this, she said, looking into his eyes. I married LeBron James the person, not LeBron James the basketball player. Our kids didn't ask to be born into this life. They didn't choose to have a famous father who's never home. And baby, they're suffering. I'm suffering. Our family is suffering. What are you saying? LeBron asked, afraid of the answer. I'm saying that if something doesn't change, fundamentally change, I don't know how much longer we can do this. I'm not threatening divorce. I'm not giving you an ultimatum. I'm just telling you the truth. Our family is breaking apart slowly, and basketball is the reason. LeBron felt like he couldn't breathe. But I've worked my whole life. I know, Savannah said softly, and you've achieved everything. Multiple championships, MVP awards, all-time scoring leader. You've cemented your legacy. You're already the GOAT in most people's eyes. So now I'm asking, what are you still chasing? What record is worth missing your daughter's childhood? What legacy is more important than being present for your sons? The questions hung in the air like an accusation. And LeBron, Savannah continued, her voice barely a whisper. I need you to know something else. That video of Zhuri, it broke me, but it wasn't a surprise. I see it every day. I see her little face light up when she hears your car and then fall when you walk past her room because you have to get your recovery in or watch film. I see Bryce make you drawings that you never look at. I see Bronny stop asking for your advice because he knows you don't have time. Tears were streaming down both their faces now. It's not over yet. What happened in the next 48 hours would shock the entire sports world and redefine what success means. LeBron didn't sleep that night. He sat in his home theater watching old home videos. First steps, first words, birthdays, Christmases. He was in maybe 20% of them. The rest showed Savannah doing it all alone, making excuses for why Daddy wasn't there. At 6 a.m., he called his agent. I need you to set up a meeting with the team today. LeBron, we have practice at. Cancel it. This is more important. That afternoon, LeBron sat in the Lakers conference room with the coaching staff and front office. What he said shocked everyone in the room. "I'm retiring, effective immediately." The room erupted. Questions flew at him from every direction. "LeBron, you can't just... Is this about your contract? Did something happen? Are you injured?" LeBron held up his hand for silence. "I'm not injured. This isn't about money. This is about my family. I've spent 21 years in the NBA. I've given everything to this game, and in doing so, I've missed everything that actually matters." He pulled out his phone and showed them Zhuri's video. No one spoke. "That's my daughter," LeBron said, his voice thick with emotion, "telling a stranger that she wishes I was just a regular dad who showed up. And she's right. I haven't been showing up, not where it counts." The general manager tried to reason with him. "LeBron, maybe you just need some time off. We can work something out." "No," LeBron said firmly, "because any compromise I make will just be temporary. I'll tell myself just one more season, or just until we win another championship. But there's always going to be one more season, one more record, one more goal. And meanwhile, my kids are growing up without me." 24 hours after watching that video, LeBron James held a press conference that would dominate sports news for weeks. "I'm announcing my retirement from professional basketball," LeBron said, his family standing behind him. "I've had the honor of playing this game for 21 years. I've won championships, broken records, and played with and against the greatest players in the world. But it's time for a different chapter." He paused, looking at Savannah, who nodded encouragingly. "I missed my daughter's school play last week. I missed my son's game-winning shot. I missed breakfast with my youngest son because I had to leave for morning shoot-around. And I've been telling myself that's the price of greatness. That's what it takes to be the best. But you know what? I was wrong." The reporters were silent, hanging on every word. Greatness isn't measured in points or championships. It's measured in moments. Moments with your kids, moments with your wife, moments where you're not the GOAT or LeBron James or an NBA player. You're just dad. And I've missed too many of those moments. I'm not missing any more. Sorry." Bryce and Bronny all had tears in their eyes. Savannah was crying openly. "To the fans, to the organization, to my teammates, thank you. You've given me everything, but now I need to give everything to my family. While I still can, while my kids still want me around, while there's still time to be the father and husband they deserve." The press conference ended, but LeBron's new life was just beginning. 3 months later, LeBron was at every single one of Zhuri's gymnastics meets. He coached Bryce's youth basketball team, he sat with Bronny and helped him with college applications, and every single night, the family had dinner together. No phones, no distractions, just family. Zhuri came home from school one day with a worksheet. The question was, who is your hero and why? She'd written, "My hero is my dad because he gave up being famous to be with us. He loves us more than basketball. That makes him the best dad in the world." When Savannah showed it to LeBron, he broke down crying. "You saved our family," he told her. "That journal, that conversation, you saved us." "No," Savannah said, kissing him. "You saved us. By choosing us. By actually choosing us." That video of Zhuri didn't end LeBron's career. It saved his family. And years later, when reporters would ask if he regretted retiring early, LeBron would smile and say, "I didn't retire early. I retired exactly when I needed to. I was chasing the wrong legacy. My kids are my legacy, and they're the only championship that really matters." This is Savannah's courage. This is LeBron's awakening. This is the power of choosing family over fame.